Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby and today I'm going to be showing you different options with which you can actually immigrate to Canada. So in my previous video, you must know that I was really upset and I was telling a lot of people to leave Nigeria. And to help facilitate this exodus I hope is going to happen, I'm going to be sharing different options you have when you're thinking of places to move to. So my options though, I don't really touch on a lot of African countries because I do have gaps in my knowledge. I don't know what exists for you to move to African countries. So today I'm going to be sharing a few of the pathways that Canada actually has. I wouldn't go into all of them in detail, but I just wanted to highlight a few of them for you. So the way this video is actually going to go, I'm going to give you a 4-step process with which I think you can actually move successfully to Canada. The very first one of them is for you to decide. So this is the most important part. This is the decision point. You have to sit down, sit with your family and ask yourself, are we going to stay in Nigeria and deal with this, or are we going to leave? So that's something you need to be clear on. The minute you actually decide if you want to leave Nigeria, trust me, you would leave Nigeria. I have so many stories to tell you that can buttress the fact that as long as you decide, the job's halfway done. So number one, you have to decide. The second thing I would say is to do your research. And Nigerians, you guys know now, Nigerians don't like to do research. That's something that has to change if you want to escape Nigeria. So you have to actually do your research. And I'm going to do a little bit of this. And to be honest, I'm going to do a lot more research-based content so that I'm actually outlining the steps you can take very clearly. But you still have to come, watch these videos and ask questions if things are not clear. So number two, research. And research, what research does for you is it gives you options, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. So options definitely would help you know that, well, if express entry doesn't work for me, maybe another pathway will work for me. So let's go to number three. Number three is options. So you have to weigh your options when you're moving to Canada. And these options will be informed by the research you must have done in step 2. And now I'm going to share a few options with you. So a lot of people right now know that express entry is the most popular way to come to Canada. But express entry is a little limited in the fact that it's a point-based system that favors those who are younger, who are more educated, those who can speak English very, very well. So if you don't really fit into these 3 boxes, then your scores would likely be low. But express entry is just one of the very many pathways the Canadian government actually has. But because people are not doing research, they don't know. So I'm going to just list a few of the options for you guys so you can actually know that there are so many other options that you can use to come to Canada that don't necessarily tie to age, English language ability, or work experience. So the first one I am going to actually go into is provincial nomination. And I know this is quite popular as well. People know that, this exists. But you need to go around the provinces of Canada and find out which of the provincial nomination programs you can actually get into. As far as I know right now, Saskatchewan and Ontario are the only 2 provinces that don't require you to be in Canada. So check those ones out. If you have any questions, reach out to creators who do immigration content, or even send your questions to me if you can't find them on the internet. If you can't find the answers on the internet, then maybe send a question to me. But check out those programs and see what provincial nomination pathway would favor you. Another option is the startup visa option. So a lot of people have spent their lifetime in Nigeria making money, working. Some people have enough that they can actually come here or to another country and start a business. So this is an option that is not tied to age, English language ability, or your work experience. As long as you have a marketable idea of a business, you can apply for a startup visa. And the government of Canada only has a few criteria that you actually have to meet that don't even need age or English language ability. You might have to do this later on, but you're not expected to get top scores in IELTS to get these PR visa from the startup pathway. So what the Canadian government does, if you want a startup visa, you need to be accepted by one of three groups of people, one of which is the angel investors. The other ones, I think, are venture capitalists, and the last one is business incubators. So I'm going to put links in this video for these three, for the pathways I explain. But what this really means is that if you get an angel investor who's willing to invest about $200,000 in your business, you get your PR visa. Then the next one, I think, is the venture capitalist. I'm not too sure. I'll confirm. If they invest $75,000 in your business, you get your PR visa. Or the last group are the business incubators. So if you have an awesome idea and you actually get accepted into this business incubator program, you don't even need anybody to invest in your business. You automatically qualify for a PRO visa through the startup pathway. Another option that a lot of people have used here in Canada is the Refugee Pathway. Man, I don't look down on those people because I'm just like a little step away from being a refugee, being that Nigeria is killing all of us. So if you really fear for your life and things are so bad, please help yourself and claim asylum in a country that helps you and is willing to accept you. So another option is the family sponsorship. And quite honestly though, this one really means family. So if you don't know anybody here, then this would not be for you. But if you have family here, immediate family in Canada, then look into asking them to sponsor you so that you can leave. Unfortunately, the people you can sponsor here in Canada, they are limited. And apart from your parents and grandparents, you can only sponsor one other relative. And unfortunately, you're not able to sponsor a direct brother and or sister if your parents or their parents are still alive. So there are a few limitations there, but as I said, do your research and find out what works better than the other. Another option I would also say is the self-employed group of people. A lot of people don't know about this, but if you're into arts and culture at all, athletics, painting, sculpturing, fashion designer, bead making, so many occupations in Nigeria fall into the self-employed category. You don't need to get top mark scores in IELTS or even evaluate your certificate. You don't. Because as long as you're identified as into arts and culture and you do have the proof of funds, although there's a lot of text, but the problem is that if you're not reading these things to find out what you can actually get away with, how would you know? So as long as you're recognized in the arts and culture sphere or field, then you can apply for a self-employed visa, PR visa, self-employed. There are numerous pathways. I'm not an immigration consultant, but the immigration consultant I used to really follow when I was making my way here, they used to say there are over 60 pathways, 60 pathways to actually come to Canada. It's not only express entry. I know IELTS has been killing a lot of people, but it's not only express entry. That's just one of many. So I'm going to leave a lot of links that I think you need to go read them for yourself. Pick the options that pertain most and best to you. I'm going to leave those links down below so you can actually go there. And some of these links though are people from all over the world. For example, Canada Visa is where a lot of people from all over the world, a ton of people from China, from India, all over the world, they congregate to kind of troubleshoot and ask for timelines or what's going on. So there is nothing you would go through that people have not gone through. So go on those forums and mix with people and share your own experiences and share your struggles so that someone who's passed through that can actually help you. And that's that for Canada. But I also wanted to give some other people some other options. For example, in America now, there's something called the EB1, EB2 visa. I'm not too familiar, but I know that anybody who has a master's from any accepted university all over the world can apply for an EB1, EB2 visa that gives you a green card. So there are so many options. The only thing is that you need to actually wake up, decide that you want to leave Nigeria, and there are so many options that would help you leave. So I just wanted to showcase some of these things. Check the link down below and let me know if you guys have any questions by visiting my Instagram. Also, if you aren't subscribed and if this was helpful to you, hit the subscribe button and also make sure you like as well, because that helps me grow my channel and makes this video recommended. So thank you guys, and I really hope we get through this together. Please don't lose hope. We're in this together. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.